am y tro cyntaf ar
S4C is the only Welsh language television channel. It brought Welsh culture into the nation's living rooms with its mix of award-winning films, dramas like Y Gwyll, and entertainment shows like Gogglebox Cymru. Its shows have featured a slew of stage and screen stars, and it's also helped launch the careers of some very familiar faces.
Cymru, Madagascar.
And can Kyle recordio see? Look at the hair. It's just dreadful. What was I thinking? Now, Sue tells the story of S4C's troubled birth back in 1979. Months after sweeping to power, Margaret Thatcher retracted the Conservatives' election pledge to create a Welsh language television channel. The U-turn sparked outrage and protest throughout Wales, but one man decided to risk his life to persuade the government to reconsider. Lawyer and former Plaid Cymru MP Gwynfor Evans was dedicated to preserving his nation's language and culture.
Mae'n amlwg, yn dydi? Ein bod yn brwydro am fwy na sianel dyledu erbyn hyn, yn brwydro am enaid y genedl.
Gwynfor threatened to go on hunger strike.
Weithred o ddefol, yn prydio hyd at farwolaeth.
A memorial to Gwynfor looks over his former Carmarthenshire home, and it's where I'm meeting his daughter, Meinir. Why was your father so passionate about this Welsh language channel?
It was the fight for Wales. He had committed his whole life to try and raise consciousness of the Welsh identity, and when the government so flippantly said you're not having your channel after the long campaign to establish it, this was the only way he could think of to underline the seriousness of his feelings and of the Welsh people's feelings.
It must still have been very scary for you as family members because he was serious about this.
Yes, everybody knew that he would go through it, and he actually thought that he would have to go through it. But the way that Wales had been treated, he felt that he was the only person who could do something.
Gwynfor's decision came at a time of high tensions in Wales. Roger Williams is the film's writer and producer.
There had been fire bombings happening here in Wales against holiday homes. There was a fear that Wales could become like Northern Ireland and that there would be similar riots and violence. He'd been at Westminster. They knew he was a man of conviction. So a man of principle, quite a gentleman, a pacifist, stepping forward and saying that he was prepared to do this, it made them look seriously at the issue and make the change.
Just as Gwynfor was about to start his hunger strike, the government announced the channel would go ahead after all. S4C has gone from strength to strength. Its longest running show is the soap opera Pobl y Cwm. One of its stars, Sue Hughes, is giving me a tour of the set. How different do you think things would have been if Gwynfor hadn't succeeded?
I think the fight would still be going. I just think we have an enormous debt of gratitude to Gwynfor Evans.
Why is it important to tell Welsh stories in the Welsh language, do you think?
All other cultures have broadcast media, and I just hope we grow and grow. We have so many more stories to tell.
Well, Sue, here's to another many, many more years. Here in Cwmderi, Iechyd da.
Iechyd da.
Imaginary little glasses.
Yes, shall we?
S4C continues to reflect the modern and vibrant country that Wales is today, not only on home soil, but around the world too.